How long have you been doing this for, John?
90. Well, I started in 91, I think it was. So what's that? That's, my maths is not great. 25 and, I don't know, over 30 years. 30.
And what got you into it as well?
I'd never had any interest in working with people as a healer. I was, worked in film and TV and did not identify at all with that. And I was talking to somebody about getting enlightened, and they said if I was serious about getting enlightened, I'd do craniosacral therapy. And I was like, what's that? Never heard of it. And they explained a little bit about it, and I thought, nah, that's bullshit. And I avoided it for about 6 months, and I went from never having heard about craniosacral therapy to, and at the time I was living in a rural part of Ireland. I wasn't in the city or anything, but I kept coming across it. Every second or third day, there'd be some reference to craniosacral therapy. And this went on, I resisted it for about 6 months. And it was so intense by the end, I wouldn't have been surprised if a big truck went by, with craniosacral therapy written on the side. So I went back to that original friend, and he had a natural therapies clinic in the city near where I lived. And normally his desk was a mess of just stuff, And that day I walked in, his desk was completely empty, and right in the middle was just this little blue brochure, because it's, back in the 90s, for craniosacral therapy, for the next, training in craniosacral therapy. And so I just walked in and went, okay, I think that's for me. I took the brochure and started to learn it, and I was really a fish out of water with it. I can remember the first day, and there everyone was doing a get to know you kind of going around, and people were like, oh, well, I've been a massage therapist for blah blah number of years, or I'm a district nurse, or I'm a physiotherapist. When it got to me, it was like, I just had an exhibition of my photography that I've been touring around the west of Ireland. I became friends with the teachers afterwards, and they were like, yeah, we were like, what is this guy doing here? He just should not be here. But yeah, so that's how I got started.